Hi guys, and welcome back to Captain of Industry, where I want to tackle this mess. Right, what have we been doing? I've added a couple more crop fields because I had an emergency on food. I had them on extra rations, didn't I? And it was gobbling the food up. So that is why we've got extra field. All the old stuff is gone. I want to, there's that many things I want to do. I think oil is one of the first priorities. And this is going, I'm just waiting for that ship to empty. And I also want to address some of this. What have I done here? Yes. Right, we've got maintenance running. I had all these parts here running. Then I realised I need them elsewhere. So the steel comes into there, feeds into these to keep these going, and I can see it's keeping it nice and full. The other steel comes out of there, along here and into here, and there is a way out for these other parts. Oh, did I put another one in? I can't remember what I've done. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't make sense. You're going into there. I've made a booby here. I've made a booby. This pipe, this conveyor is wrong. How can I rectify? There's a way through. Don't know if you notice, I've got steel on there. Let's put a... That's a good start. Alright, let's empty that conveyor. Quick remove. He should be feeding in. Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to get the oil done today. It's on my next priority. I'm going to make sure I don't hit anything. I'll take him back to here. Might explain why some of the others are... Well, it's hard to say. I've been demolishing stuff and transporting it. Right, so let's get that quickly removed. And that one and that one removed. Probably gonna have to use... they are getting rid of it. And I put a brake right where I didn't want one. Let's get that unity removed. Come on. Do that again. I don't want to construct in. Cancel. Remove. Right. We want a conveyor. That way. I did have some conveyors the wrong way round. But I did learn that you can swap the flow of the conveyor. There we go. Look, we've got a stock there. Now I want to take this one. And hook him in. Alright, go that way. That way. Get that quickly, Bill. Come on. Right, that starts to give us... These are all stage 3s, by the way, so they're really chilling out. Luckily, we've got a build up on unit on maintenance. Right. I feeds them, which feeds these, which is more electronics, more, what do you call these, mechanical. It's feeding in here, the pistons as I call them, and research, and we've got more we can fetch on as and when we need. Now I want that's what I wanted to check. That's feeding into here, which is feeding into there to make them. And I just want to check the recipes. I need to get these here. And I have set this up wrong. Right, this is completely set up wrong, and that is not connected. Clear me that belt. You stop a minute. Clear me that belt. Clear me that belt. Right, let's take all that out. Let's remove a unity. This is going to have to be redesigned. I will do it off screen. we'll use this one here. Yeah, that one's feeding in that way. That's what's throwing me out. We'll put him there. So he's going to be them and he can start going again. I will put another one here, another box temporary. Quickest way, copy that. I'm going to put him here temporary. He is going to store lab equipment 2. We're going to need that, and we're going to need paper as well. I'll come back to that at Y in a minute. Let's just get him connected into that one. You are now going to do lab equip. Can't do it there. Cancel that. We need these. Stop you a minute. We're gonna need pistons, steel, no, lab equipment, paper and glass. We haven't got any. He can stay as he was. Oh dear. Well, he can go there for now, and that can be connected, and he can be producing. So I'm going to need there, paper and steel. Steel we've got here, stored there. We can extend his line out and figure it out later. Right. This is what I've been trying to figure out. So what we got here, these are our electronics. Switched off at the minute, switch them on as and when we need them. Rubber we've got to get over. I've got one there which can be delivered. I want to try and make rubber probably somewhere around here. Right, and then we've got construction parts 1, which feeds into construction parts 2, which feeds into construction part 3. We can add onto these belts as and when we need them. Here is where we were just looking at. He's doing my pistons, and I just need to sort out my planning. There's my maintenance parts there. Right. I did want to do what? In fact, we could probably do it quick. No, we'll come back to that. Water's not too critical. I want to put a cooling tower in here. And I also want to put a water tank. There's me saying it's not you're going to go there just in case you do store. You're going to be water. I'm using a level 1 on these. Then we want a pipe. No, I'm going to want a which is one for water. Pipe balancer. I'm hoping he's connected. Do you know what? If in doubt, cancel construction. Give yourself a little space and then you know what you're doing. Pipe 2 into there. You... no, it has to go the other way. It has to go the other way. Get rid of all them a minute. Cancel. I can stay. Cancel. We need a break in the pipe. Remove that. Right. Then I want a pipe balancer there. Then we want that connecting into there. Get that built. And I want that connecting into there. Again, we'll unity build. You are going to be priority in, and we haven't got the out connector. Hopefully that system will fire back up. Yeah, it has. You're supposed to be running on... Oh no, this one doesn't run on gas. It's... Right, I'm going to pause it again. I want that taken out. Delete. Want that removing. Let's just do the one at a time. You go into there. You get removed. Bit messy, but if it works, it works. It's all going to be rebuilt this anyway. And we should then start. We don't want water removing, we don't want water adding. it should feed 12 water back into the system. Alright, it's not a lot, but it's 12 water we're not taking out of the ground. Yeah, he has got water flowing. Okay, it's not a lot, but first time I've put one of them in. Right, this lot. I want. Well, I want this lot. Ah. You are connected. Hang on, how much is that? $24 steam. Oh, we need 2 of them. My mistake. Okay, my error. We haven't got an upgrade on that, have we? No. Right. Well, it's going to look messy with pipes. Take him. Put him there. We have, I don't know if you would notice, remembered it, we straight in there. And you feed no, feed into that one. It's messy. I admit this is messy. You need to build the whole lot. Make sure I've got Unity taken off that. I meant to Unity build it. That should. That pipe needs removing what we put in, because it will only give us problems later. There we go. Give him a minute to build up. Yeah, we're getting a flicker of water. So we're getting 24 water, and what output is 24 and 24 it handles. High pressure turbine needs transport. I'd have better leaving that alone, wouldn't I? I've messed it up. That's the input from there. Ah. Oh. I know what I've done wrong. Okay. Give me another one of them. I'm just going to put him here. That is producing 24. That is producing 24. That is only taking 24. We need another one of these. Like I say, it's the only way you learn is from your mistakes. And the worst that can happen, we have to restart. Alright, so you go from there into there. You go from there. I should have put a line balancer on this. Into there. Right, now it's this one. And we copy that. You need to. Oh, looky, we got the parts for it. And you can feed straight into that. That took a little bit longer than planned. And you're not connected there. And there's something wrong. Oh, we don't need that connector there. I should stop them error messages. And it's feeding. It is feeding a little bit of water back in. 48 water back in, which these need 48. So that one is still running off groundwater. But that one should not be taking that much now. He's from... Not enough space for output. Yeah, that's just what. Okay. This is all going to be rebuilt anyway. Yeah, we don't need that second pipe. Right. First time doing that, and I do want to research the waste water from here and stop all this. What? I did have a warning on that. Uneven terrain. I want to start reprocessing all this water and this water here. Right. Let's get started. I'm going to use this as my guide, but I'm not going to be... It's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward. That pipe should have been connected to that pipe. Because that is supplying... Yeah, that's supplying fuel for the ship. That's taking fuel out of the ship. Oh, this is messy. I'll tell you what. We'll start this the next episode. Because I'm not going to get a lot done. Right, next thing I want to do... I'll allocate him. We will start... For now, I'm going to allocate him to here. I have been flattening this land out. I don't know if you can tell. Because I want to move the colony over into here. Right, we'll do other things instead of doing that. Research. I want to get... And I can't do it until I get the paper. And I want the oil sorting out before. We've got Research Lab 3. This is where I need the paper. If we could order some in. Because I want to get this done. This one here. Advanced smelting, yeah. Larger storage. Hydrogen, ship's engines. Ship's bridge, vehicle management, overload trucks, fermentation, chicken farms. A lot to do and learn, and I've messed this episode up. So can we trade just before I do the next job. There's no paper there, so we're going to have to make it. Right, research labs are going to be moved. But first of all, I am going to demolish this dock. And I am then... hope I can find it again. Trading dock. You're only allowed one trading dock. I haven't got... oh, he's still got his imprint there. There he goes. Can I get the trading dock on there? Yeah. You need to build that. It's only 100 wood. This next time he goes out, we're going to demolish him here. We have got this one. Both doing crude oil. I did figure out how to change the oil. That's why I've got that pipe there. Right. Vehicle depot. I want that moving before I move him. He's not processing anything. I want him over here somewhere. Now wherever I put him, he's going to be in the way at one stage or another, and I've got to supply him with parts. That I might want to let's put him here. I'm going to put him here. And I'm going to get him built. Oh, we can't wait. Can't you need to build him? Right, we are going to need... I will sort parts in a minute. I want to put containers for him. I should have built him first. Research labs. Where are they? Captain's office. He can stay down here. This is not getting emptied. So I want to move these two. And again, wherever I put them, they're going to be in the way at some stage. Let's leave that area. This will have to be moved shortly. At least that's... I think I did see that. Yeah, it's flickering. Saving a little bit of groundwater, which we've hardly touched, but you need the rain to build that up. No, I haven't... Yes, I have built stuff, haven't I? Man, yeah, that could be shut down. That makes the workers okay. You can be shut off. Yeah, he's built. Right, let's do him. That can be demolished. You watch me keep coming up here for the vehicles, and I've moved it to here. Mainly because it's nearer all the parts. Right, we need... Let's say we do a truck. Gold parts, rubber, diesel. So we need 3 containers. I'll use Unity gold pistons, rubber, and diesel. Now these do these he hooks into there. Hook you into there. And we'll hook you into there. Your vehicle parts 2, you are rubber. And if we were to go for one of them, I don't need one of them. We will sort out these as and when we need them. You a diesel. It might just speed up because every time I'm trying to do a vehicle, I'm using Unity. And we'll keep an eye on what we need. Right. I do want to move. Where are we? Right, these. Well, for a start, we can... have you emptied? And if we put him, like I said, anywhere I put these are going to be wrong. See, I've got my parts being made here, but I'm going to put them here. And then what I'm going to do is conveyors. And that one into that. We shouldn't need to bridge that. And then we'll put a copy that. To there. It's got all the settings. And this will be a flat conveyor. Do you know what? I'm going to take... Yes, I know we've got manning problems again, but once I shut these two down, it's gonna wait. That one's empty in priority. Captain's office, we'll leave down here for now. We'll leave all this bit of junk down here. Right, it's just this nightmare of this pipe work. This will want moving, but I want the diesel making first. And which way are you flowing? You're flowing. You're going to the output. Okay. You're connected into that one. Let's get the other one done as well. Can I come right across there? No, I don't want you to connect. He's dropped in height, hasn't he? I didn't want that. Keep him at the height. Then you can you're going in that one. Let's drop him down here. Very messy, I know. But that we won't. I sometimes find it easier just to copy a part. Right, they're all in, so apart from that bit there. So we can now move that, Just carefully. Wanted. It's not going to let me cancel it. Right, it's going to have to remove it. We can soon connect that back in. We don't need you. Don't need you either. Just carefully do it. It's not pretty. That one, I think we still need the connection. What have I done there? I want that one taken out. Come on, get him out of the way. Five. Okay, will you go the other way? I just want to check. Yeah, he's flowing the right way. That keeps me all flowing. It's still a nightmare. But what we have now, and we'll build from here. That can be demolished. That and that. That can come out for now. I want to straighten all this coast out to here. We've still got a mess up. Yeah, you're feeding from the tanks up here. You're feeding in. One's feeding out, one's feeding in. We don't need... You don't fill up. I want you emptying. Right, we can take... that pipe out there. I know it's a boring episode, but where it went wrong earlier, and I've had problems with no room. That connects in. I'll rebuild that bit of a. Take it easier. One of them I don't need. No, I do, because once doing these, yeah, I do need them. For now. I don't need that end bit. Yeah, I know you haven't got a modular vet. I don't want you there. I want this demol. Thank you. That's what I was after. And that is catching. One square too many. I had fun with the others. When I was deleting all what was here, I turned all the refineries off. I kept thinking, why aren't they emptying? All these others were supplying them. Right, let's just check our research. We've yeah, we're stuck till we can build this now. Now I've got to look at. Oh no, there's one there. Soybean farming, food edicts, organic fertilizer. We can research that. That is locked. I've got a lot to learn. Oh, that's why I wanted these near here. That's feeding into there now. They seem to be going okay. Right. We will try again. Right, I'm terraforming, dumping. I want them dumping there. Right, I plan on having for crude coming in. We must go for the level 2. Get this the right way. Crude's gonna come in from a ship somewhere here. Give us a bit of self, a bit of room. We can adjust after. 1, 2, 3. 5, I'm hoping is going to be enough. One of these has gone out of alignment. It's at the beginning. Hang on, why did I just... cancel that? Why did I do it the easy way? Go into planning mode. Right, try again. I don't know how much we're gonna need for imports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 7. And then I was banking on I was thinking 5 rows actually, to be honest with you. Might be overkill, I can do it after. There's going to be crude coming in. And then we want to... probably is a bit of overkill. Now what I'll do when these are going, we'll probably have more. I think we can supply 3 of these through one pipe. So I've done extra pipe work and we'll spread the pipe work down. That bridge is going to be in the way. Do they need to go round there? No, they don't. That bridge can come out. And then we want the pipe again. Here's our time. Let's get rid of that with Unity. Right, we'll just go to there for the one. Because I'm colliding with that other pipe. Right, then distillation stage 1. We'll give ourselves let's have a look. I've got to get heating in. Okay. We'll start him here. We can get 1, 2, possibly 3. Let's start him there and we'll work from We'll just get one unit going first. Right, he's going to go there. And now, do not need that one. Distillation stage 2. I've done that wrong. Done it wrong already. You go there. You go there. Ah, not there. Should have been that way round. He can go. Distillation stage 2 goes like that. Them two are then connected. And I am going to end it there, folks. We'll just connect. We will continue this the next episode. Not as the episode I had planned. And if these are in the way, we can move one row back. A little bit of overkill there. But I want these shit. See, you could take 2,000. You take 200. So we'd need 10 for 2,000. We've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 for one ship. Yeah, a little bit of overkill. Let's cut him back like that. We can soon add them back in if I want to. I'm going to end it there. We will continue this next episode. I've got a feeling these are going to be moved back. But it's a placeholder. While I get this done, we want steam, water, okay, and then we'll move these, I don't know where. We'll rebuild this somewhere over here. We'll leave this one running until we get 2 here running. We'll leave them tanks there. I'm thinking when we get 5 or 6 of these in, that's when we're going to need all that. And here they come, nothing to do. Okay, I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. And as I have said, this is my very first time playing this. I'll see you next time.